sound means it's time for a story. Can you tell what it's going to be about today? I'll give you a clue. It looks like there's one on top of my head right now. That's right. Today's story is going to be about a butterfly because I know that you've been talking about insects and maybe even some spiders in your classes this week. But before we get to that, it's time to sing a little song. Now, for this song, you'll need to know where your head is. Head check, ding dong. And you'll need to know where your shoulders are. Good. And your knees. Here they are. And your ankles. Okay? I am going to lift you up here. All right. Are you ready to get warmed up with the song? This is Head and Shoulders. Here we go.
Head and shoulders, baby, 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, baby, 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, head and shoulders, head and shoulders, baby, 1, 2, 3. Knees and ankles, baby, 1, 2, 3. Knees and ankles, baby, 1, 2, 3. Knees and ankles, knees and ankles, knees and ankles, baby, 1, 2, 3. Turn around, baby, 1, 2, 3. Turn around, baby, 1, 2, 3. Turn around, baby, 1, 2, 3. Touch the ground, baby, 1, 2, 3. Touch the ground, baby, 1, 2, 3. Touch the ground, baby, 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, baby, 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, baby, 1, 2, 3. Head and shoulders, head and shoulders, head and shoulders, baby, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Great job, everybody. Now that we're all warmed up, let's look at the next thing on our list. Oh, interesting. Number 2 is look at some tracks. Now, tracks are like footprints that animals leave in the dirt after they've walked by. And we can look at them with our eyes and we can tell which animals have been there. Now, I have this book at my house called Animal Tracks and Scat of California, and it helps you use animal poop, which is called scat, and footprints to tell which animals have been there. But I was super excited to see in this book that while there are like coyote footprints and stuff, we can also look at the tracks of insects to tell which insects have been there. So you can see that the pill bug or the roly-poly bug leaves these itty-bitty teeny tiny tracks. And this ironclad beetle, its feet are a little bit wider, so it leaves longer, skinnier tracks. This is what grasshopper tracks look like. This is what the Calosomus beetle's tracks look like. Oh, and you know what? Worms and snails leave tracks too. Can you believe that that's what a snail footprint looks like? And of course, the worm's footprint is just a long line. Now, in today's story, we are going to be looking for a certain insect, not using tracks, but we're going to be looking for it somewhere in the garden. All right, are you ready? Let's see what insects we can find in the garden, because it's time to read a story. All right, you are reading the pictures. I am reading the words. This is a book of colors, Butterfly, Butterfly by Petr Horacek. And look at the beautiful colors on that butterfly. Ah, and I bet you know some of these other insects too. I spy with my little eye a snail. And it looks like this is called a dragonfly, worm, ladybug. Ooh, it looks like an emerald beetle, a bee, spider, looks like a daddy long leg, and a caterpillar with some wild tufts of hair growing out of its back. This is Butterfly, Butterfly by Petr Horacek. One day, Lucy saw a beautiful butterfly. She played with it and she chased it. Look, there it landed on her finger. And then up, up, up and away, all around the garden. Have you ever chased a butterfly? They're so floppy, it's hard to tell which direction they're going to go. So they're very fun to chase. But the next day, Lucy couldn't find the butterfly anywhere. Do you remember where she saw it before? I think it was like above these bushes. And she's looking there, but no butterfly. But she did find a pink earthworm wiggling along the ground. Do you remember that long track it made in that book I showed you? And she found a brown spider busy spinning her web. And what a beautiful web it is. So when you start looking for insects, you kind of noticed, or arachnids, you notice that they are everywhere, right? This one has a beautiful green stripe on its back, too. Ooh, and watch what that green stripe turns into some grass. Then Lucy discovered a green beetle and a family of very spotty red ladybugs scurrying around. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3. And there's just one green beetle. And the red from the ladybug is going to turn into, hey, she's got a ladybug dress on. She saw a snail with an orange shell slithering. Oh, and 3, what color are these? Purple. 3 purple caterpillars munching on a leaf. 3 very hungry caterpillars. Oh, and a shimmering blue dragonfly. And a yellow bee with a stripe buzzing about. Oh, can you tell what the sun is doing? Looks like it's going down. But Lucy didn't see the butterfly anywhere. Not in the bush, not in the tree, not in the watering can, not in the flower pot. She looked and looked and looked. Lucy lay down in the cool grass to wait. And then, oh look, there's everything she saw that day. On the watering can, there's the snail and the dragonfly by the tree, the bee buzzing around the flowers, and oh, there's that family of ladybugs. There's the tiny green beetle and the pink worm, and there's the spider up in the tree. Lucy lay down in the cool grass, and then, high in the sky, what do you think she saw? There it was! The colorful, beautiful butterfly! And look at how happy she is. Wow! I really like this book because it tells you about some cool insects and arachnids that you can look for in your yard. And the other thing that I love about this book is that it has a giant pop-up of a butterfly, and the last page is just so fluttery, right? Oh, wow, it really just feels like when I open this page that there's a butterfly flying around my house. Now, I have one more thing that I am going to show you how to make. And then I'm going to show you how to make that really cool, fluttery butterfly page. Hold on just a second. Here we go. All right, I made this morning, and it's actually not a butterfly. It's similar to a butterfly, but it usually comes out at night and likes to fly around a lamp. And another way you can tell it's different than a butterfly is that rather than have like smooth antennae, its antennae are very fuzzy. Ta-da! Can you tell what it is? It's a moon moth. See? And I will leave instructions in Seesaw about how you can cut up a simple step and make a pop-up butterfly, just like the one that surprised us at the end of the book. Ta-da! But you can really use this technique to make any insect pop out. All right, friends, I can't wait to see what kind of pop-up bugs you make, and I will be back soon with another story. Bye, friends!